Babe Boomer is getting ready. She not only brings immense talent, but also a contagious enthusiasm for the game. She'll look to put those skills on display today. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set and on the hill, Babe Boomer. What do you have on her, Singy?
She comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for her it's always interesting to see how she utilizes those weapons. She may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if she can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. She's really going to be able to keep those hitters off balance.
All right, ready to go here. This is Bryce Terang. He's a former All-Star Game MVP, Singy. Inside, and we are underway. Just missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And a strike in there.
2-1.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one off the mark, and now
ball.
it's 3-2.
You got a full count.
And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
This pitcher will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. She goes off speed, gets the out.
Now here is Sal Frelick. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Boomer, more than 100 career wins on the mound. Can't forget to mention she's a former MVP. One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now at the plate, Jackson Chourio. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. And that drops in for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And the 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And she strikes out the side here in the first.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Babe Boomer.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say her.
That one pulled foul. Boomer went deep in her most recent game. And here it comes. hammered. Base hit. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. And that extends her hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way she's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a player that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, she's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like she's in cruise control at the plate.
Runner on the goal in the dirt. And there's no throw. She's in there at second with a stolen base. Two on, one out. And he can't come up with it. In to score is the runner from third. First and second, one out. Francisco Alvarez stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
And that'll load the bases.
Take your base.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at-bat.
So they're all loaded up. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Brenton Doyle. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Ground ball right side, could be two. To second, Abrams. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. On to the second inning here in the desert. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Brewers nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the veteran shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head. Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
So he's down on just 3 pitches. Watch the first 2 and then chased after the third.
Yeah, not a very good at bat right there, Boog, but that was also some excellent pitching. The 0-0 and 0-1 pitches were both right on the edge of the strike zone, so it's not like he watched 2 cookies go by. Then a great job of expanding and making him chase the 0-2, knowing he would be in protect mode.
And now it's Christian Yelich. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Next offering is in for a strike. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Next to hit, Casey Benedict. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. She's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And a foul ball. That one missed.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and she just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
And that's downstairs.
That's a ball.
It's 2-2.
She's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, she's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And she strikes out the side for the second time today. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Brewers nothing. On to the third inning. Now the third baseman, number 25. Boomer back to work. Strike one. And it's even up.
That's inside. Ball.
Got the back going too soon. It's strike two.
1-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Ball.
Jefferson Caro. The next to hit
One
takes
ball,
low
no
for a
strike.
ball. Next pitch is
that missed. That's
outside.
a ball.
And there's a ball.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Blake Perkins in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runner at first with no outs here. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. She's looking very much on her game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so she's got a good pace going, no doubt. Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers. Right through there for a strike. Tying run is at first here in the second game of the series. And down on strikes he goes. And she's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Oh, interesting. She's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner off, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. She just needs one more out.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. Struck out swinging his first time. On the ground, right side. Delgado on to first, and that's the third out. 1 hit, 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Brewers nothing. Man at first, 1 away. First offering, and it just misses.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
That one ripped. Stretches out and holds it in.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
That one fouled off.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. Yeah, that's fouled off.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Freeland gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And a swing and a miss. With number 9 for her in this game.
Put that screwball up there and got him to swing through it. It's kind of part changeup, part curveball, a reverse curveball, I guess, and clearly it's got some good movement on it. We just don't get to see a good one very often, so it's kind of fun to see, and that was a great one right there.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
There's a strike.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
The Brewers trailing by a run, top half of inning number 4. Hit on the ground, might be 2. They put the tag on him, throw to first, but he beat it. Here's Yelich at the dish. Struck out swinging his first time. Yelich goes 6 feet 3 inches. Over 1,000 runs batted in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. 2 outs. And ball 1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
She's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Brewers nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, these Brewers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. On the ground. Sends it to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the third baseman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There's a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Strike 2.
0-2.
Just
Ball
missed.
inside.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, she's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but she clearly thought it clipped the corner.
And he swings over the top there. Up with it, fires to first. Ow. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Gets him swinging with that screwball, and it was a good one. You know, the screwball is often compared to a changeup because of the velocity and the arm side movement, but the big difference is what you saw right there. A lot more depth or drop than most changeups, and it caused him to swing right over the top.
Carroll
that's
stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the fifth. Next pitch is outside. And she pumps it a strike.
Ball low.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Got him looking. And she's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. She continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Brewers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Blake Perkins. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Boomer back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give her one more thing she's got to think about.
Got him. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for her in the game. And stepping in is the speedy Bryce Terang. 0 for 2 in this one. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That's off the mark. 1-0.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
The Brewers down by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1-2 to count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him swinging. And she adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting herself in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what she's working with. And that really allows a pitcher to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Freeland stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Up the middle. He gets there with the slide. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
That's why you run hard 90 feet. Take nothing for granted, especially when you've got great speed. I'll take the infield knock.
And now Jackson Chorio. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving to a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Freeland, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
And a ball evens the count.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for her out there now. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Brewers nothing. Bottom of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Babe Boomer. There's a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Fletcher Newell getting ready to go. Ashby warming up as well.
Nope, ball.
The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch
1 ball, 2
upstairs. Robert to right field, way back, gone. And they add a run. It's 2-0. That's her 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This player is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. She was all over that fastball.
Here's C.J. Abrams now.
C.J. Abrams.
And a foul ball. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. struck him out. That's K number 15 in the ball game. She is really dealing. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here comes Christian Yelich, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And there's a foul ball. The D-backs trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
1 down. Next for Milwaukee, Casey Benedict. And he takes one right on the black. And it's 0-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Goes to second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Brewers nothing. First and second, 2 outs. Boomer digs in now. She's already homered here in this one.
Well, look out here. She's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Foul ball there. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in for a strike. In the air, left field, down the line. Chorio settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 8th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Brewers nothing. Back here at Chase Field, we're at the top of the 8th. Up now for Milwaukee, number 25. The Brewers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches.
Man, this has been impressive. Just now getting to 100 pitches as we start this 8th inning. She's given them a lot of length, and we'll see just how much longer they'll let her go.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. What a game she's having. 16 Ks now.
She didn't want to go after him with the fastball at all in that at bat. Nothing but off-speed stuff. Even with all the changeups coming, somehow he was still early on the swing. So I think he had to be thinking it was only a matter of time until he saw some heat.
Here's the Brewers catcher now, Jefferson Caro. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Outside with a breaking ball. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Way out front for strike 2.
1-2. Ball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Perkins now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Brewers nothing. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Antonio Franco.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is.
Boomer was on fire in this one, had a big game for them both pitching and hitting.
Boog, this is the kind of performance teams dream of when they bring in a two-way player into the organization. She really delivered for him in this ball game.